Hey everybody, hope everybody's been good. We're going to do another channeling of the ancients. Hope you guys have been enjoying the channelings. As I do them more and more, I'm getting more comfortable, so I do appreciate you guys bearing with me as I try to get this channeling perfected. It's not easy. It's kind of like trying to get messages underwater. Sometimes they go really quick, sometimes trying to find the right words with what they're expressing. So really appreciate it. I've been taking my time trying to get it perfected, and I really hope you guys are enjoying the messages, and I hope they're helping you. Really would appreciate if you guys could give some comments on the Facebook site, the Ancient Builders Race, or even some thumbs up or thumbs down on these videos here, and I think you can leave comments. So really appreciate what you guys think of it. This way I can kind of know what I need to work on, or if you guys have questions for them, really would help. So trying to make this thing as useful as possible for you guys. So you give me about a minute, we'll get our connection with them, and we'll give you guys a message. We are here. Our message today is very simple. We've been going through the process in the last several channelings of explaining ourselves, the basis of life, and now we would really like to help you apply those techniques that we've been trying to describe to you. First of all, many of you come to this sector for different reasons. You get caught up in the reincarnation or the karmatic cycle in this sector. Some of you come back here to help others find the way. A lot of people talk about you have to go through this sector of the earth as a schoolroom to ascend. We like to think of this more as the evolutionary consciousness growth of the soul, and not so much in those terms as ascension. Your soul is here to learn. Your soul comes here to explore the dark and the light. Even though there's much chaos going on in your world, many of those dark lessons teach invaluable lessons to the soul. This way you can take those lessons into a next lifetime, whether it's in this sector or another dimension. Ascension, the terminology in your so-called New Age world that some people call, is really overly used. Ascension basically is about the growth of the soul. There are incidences where the soul can take steps back and descend. And that's why we say ascension, the terminology really doesn't quite fit the soul's path on this sector. There are just so many various reasons why souls come here. Many people try to figure it out. Many people think their mission is huge in this world. Sometimes your mission is to just hold light for other people or to be nice. Some are here just to observe and to learn. Some are here to be leaders. Some are here to make big impacts. Some come here for the fun of this three-dimensional world. Some come here and get lost. There are just a variety of reasons why many souls come here. What we want to try to get through to everybody is, do not get caught up trying to identify with your galactic cousins. Many people think that your galactic cousins or other alien life forms are smarter than you, more evolved. And that's why we talk about the ascension process. If you take certain groups that control your sector right now, or if you go through your ancient Sumerian texts or tablets, these other forms of consciousness have technology greater than yours. They are the so-called gods of your world. Would you say that they are more consciously evolved just because they seem like gods, or they have technology that's more advanced? We would argue no. What we really want to emphasize here is that whether the souls on this planet or on different planets in this sector are here for the soul's consciousness evolutionary growth. And that is basically it. Your soul is here to learn, to observe, to take part in life. That is the one thing that many of you get lost on. Some of you do not partake in life. Some of you partake in bad choices or roads down to life that aren't for your highest good. But those so-called dark roads sometimes lead the souls to the road of the light. It is just too complicated to try to dissect every reason why souls are here. Souls come here for karmatic lessons. Many of you look upon the world and say, how could this happen to such and such a child, or to a person, or he's a good person? One must remember there's been many lives previous that person's lived. They might have done something to be on the other end of the karmatic deal in another lifetime and needed to experience it on this. It is hard for the human to understand this, because the human, which is so invaluable, is the heart, the compassion, the feelings. Our conduit here likes an expression that you humans use. There is a thin line between love and hate. The lines that separate the opposite polar of feelings is so thin and so minute, it's unimaginable. How does one go from loving a person with all its heart to one day hating that person? The human experience is just wrapped up in these feelings. And it is good when others observe and they deal with those emotions of observing another person going through a struggle and showing compassion for that person. That's why some of these people come back here knowing that there's a chance they may lead a life of suffering. Yet, the spark of light that will ignite others inside their hearts to change their life or to take action is what that mission could be. A very strong light worker takes on those tough, hard tasks in this life for the soul to evolve, to ignite the hope, the love, the spark in other people. We've told you before, your world is in a time of desensitization. Our conduit was exposed to a conversation on YouTube about how kids are exposed to video games, violent shooting games, and how they become desensitized. And they lose that human compassion, that heart, that love, that drive. That is what we are trying to embed in all of you. Is that the time now is to explore within yourself the full heartful love of the universe. But it begins with each and every one of you. You cannot worry about another person until you have fully healed yourself from past life traumas. You cannot help others unless you are fully healed and have explored yourself. Do not get caught up in the distractions of the world around you. Many people like to sidestep their own feelings and their self-help and their self-love to help others so they do not have to deal with their own turmoil or their own anguish or their own inner feelings. It is a band-aid. They try to process their feelings and bury it down by not acknowledging them or by helping others. Each person's first mission in this world is to know oneself, to heal oneself, to love oneself. Because once a person is working from the full aspect of love within their heart, then that spark can be ignited in others, whether it's through helping, compassion, showing, leading a good life. In the world now where divorce rates are high, families are being broken apart, just being a solid, loving family can set a great example for others to follow. But do not look upon others or the world events as bad things. Things have to fall apart, things have to change. And that is a good thing. And much change is needed in this world. Our conduit read last week that it takes 2 years for a pineapple to grow. Think of how long 2 years is just for a pineapple to grow. It's a lot of time and investment. This world, the interaction between the humans, the animals, and the environment, and the exchange and the benefits that each one gives off to each other is so beneficial. Bees are becoming a top priority in your world. Some are on the verge of extinction. Much can be lost if the bees are lost. Everyone does not understand how the tree of life works, how long it takes just to get seeds of life planted into a sector, and then for it to take shape and to grow and the design. Think of the intricacy of how each animal kingdom and plant kingdom coincides with each other and needs each other, and how just a fraction of a chemical makeup of the oxygen in your world, or how the trees and the plants take in the carbon dioxide and make it into oxygen. The delicate balance of the ecosystem and how it fringes on your planet being just at the right space from the sun so the planet doesn't overheat or gets too cold. The designs, the time it takes to design everything, to get the seeds of life planted, does not happen overnight. Life is about trial and error. What works, what it doesn't work. It took your inventor, Edison, many tries to invent the light bulb. I think our conduit Reddit took over 1,000 tries just to get the light bulb to work. Each of you must understand you play a crucial role in the balance of this world. You are the custodians and the caretakers of this world. If you do not change, you lose this world. Worlds can be lost. Worlds can be turned into anything other than its original intention, and this original intention of the sector was a free will interchange of ideas from different sectors of your galactic cousins. The human bipedal experiment was not meant to be at this juncture, at these crossroads. Your planet is being invaded by artificial intelligence. That is the main, how can we put it, the main obstacle what your race is up against. The humans must regain their power. The path that the humans are on are surrendering their will and power to handheld devices, to computers, to artificial intelligence. The human experience was to be an interchangeable facets of love, of experience, to explore, to feel, not to be desensitized or separated. Our conduit is amazingly baffled when he walks down a street or a community center and people that are together are on their cell phones. You have a human by 2 feet away from you, yet there's no interchange of that 2 people. You were programmed by your cell phones and those social media sites of how to think, how to act, what you should buy, what not to buy. Being programmed of who you think you should be instead of what you want to be. The human world is up against many obstacles. good thing is that many people are awakening, but they don't know where to go or what information. There's a lot of bad information out there. There's a lot of people that think they know the answer. And then the ones that just get stuck say, what can we do? We are telling you, it starts with you changing your viewpoints, your aspects. If each person can get themselves right, it would become like a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining momentum in size. People would come together, interchange ideas, thoughts. We're not going to tell you that this will be easy or it will be overnight. It may take several lifetimes of reincarnation for you to accomplish your mission as an individual consciousness and as a group consciousness. But we're asking for that spark to ignite and for people to be in charge of themselves and of their families and lead good lives by example. There is no blueprint that will solve all your issues. Part of your life experience is to explore these challenges and then figure out ways of how to overcome them as groups. The answers will not be given to you. You, as a human consciousness, of part of the group karmatic consciousness of past lives, need to figure these dilemmas out. That is part of your soul's evolutionary consciousness of growth. This way, when you are led into other sectors of life, be it physical or non-physical, the same mistakes will not happen. It is all about energy. You must control your energy, whether it be money energy, thought energy, physical energy, health energy, taking care of your body energy. It all boils down to being responsible. And when you become responsible, you take your power back. You do not take your power back through violence or creating destruction or chaos. Some may think that. But the true power is reclaiming the power within yourself and patience, but not negligence. It will take time. That is all for now. We await in anticipation, of great anticipation, to see how this energy can be used. Alright guys, I hope everybody enjoyed that. Please leave your messages or viewpoints of what you thought about it. Thank you.